What is toning?
It's about making each other feel good.
Toning is pleasure. Physical channel. Why in Japan?
Let's have some fun with this today.
It's the Powertronic T3 from Racer Dynamics. The current version is U4, and it's compatible with smartphones. We up and see what it can do. Fuel injection control, ignition timing control, lab limiter timing shift, retrofit, quick shifter, traction control setting, and more.
We're going to focus on fuel injection control and ignition timing control, so don't get me started on environmental issues, right or wrong.
Alright, I'll just focus on how to do it.
When I ride on the open road, I use less intake and exhaust air, and lean fuel to improve fuel economy and environmental performance. On my bike, it is considered to be good for the bike if it is -8%.
Yes, Master. So you are changing the intake, exhaust, and fuel on your bike?
Yes, I have lightly changed about 50,000 yen, including Powertronic T3.
The Master's bike can take in a lot of air and emit a lot of exhaust gas, can't it?
Yes, I don't know how much of it is, so I have to check it as I go. We'll do it that way. I'll start by determining the fuel.
So in this video, we're just going to go over the fuel decisions, but you guys can check out the other video.
Before we go any further, let me warn you that the fuel is too rich and may activate the auto sensor. Rex, and the engine failure light comes on. So it's best to do it in short order as it is.
You mean you test the Master at 6,000 rpm or more?
In the case of my bike, if I drive it slowly for more than an hour, the auto sensor reacts. And I know how to turn off the malfunction light. So I do the whole thing, but if you are worried, you can just do it in the high rpm range.
Why is it okay to just do it in the high rpm range?
Because the manufacturer's fuel maps are excellent, and they do the whole -8% or so from there. So all I need to know is how much it's being reduced.
Yes, Master. First we measure the amount that is being reduced overall.
Then I want you to map the entire fuel map at +10%, +20%, +30%, and +40%.
Yes, Master. It's done. Why are you changing it by 10% each?
Because the performance of the current injection system has improved so much that even if there is a slight difference, you can't really feel it. If you haven't changed the intake and exhaust, just give me 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, and so on.
Yes, Master. How do you know if it's rich or lean?
If it's too rich or too lean, the engine won't run as good as it should. If it is too lean, you will hear a popping sound coming from the muffler. And if it is too rich, you will not be able to get the engine revving.
Master, I get the general idea, but how do you know if it's rich or lean?
When it's rich, the engine tends to generate more power. Acceleration is jerky when fuel is rich. And if you run it too rich, the auto sensor will work and the check engine light will come on to tell you.
Conversely, if it's too lean, there's less vibration and the curves don't feel as powerful, and that the engine revs up more quickly.
Ultimately, it's going to be whichever I prefer. But I wouldn't know the difference between the two by 5%.
In that case, which would you choose?
The one with less fuel. I don't need to waste fuel. And the auto sensor is more responsive when it's rich. I'll choose the thinnest one I can find to my liking.
Yes, Master. Final choice is lean.
Next, try making it at 20%, 25%, 30%, 35%.
Yes, Master. Since I can't set 35%, can I make it 36%?
No problem. I've been on it, 25%, 30%, either way is fine.
Then I guess I'll settle for the lean one, 25%.
That's good enough. Now, it's time for fuel adjustments where we don't need power.
Where do we not need power?
Below 5,500 rpm. We mostly want just enough power to maintain speed while riding with the flow of traffic. In terms of throttle position, it's below 50%. Especially below 20, you hardly need any power.
So in this area, right?
Exactly. Reduce it gradually by about 2 at a time.
Alright, Master. Is this okay?
No problem. If we don't do this, the engine warning light will come on. If it still comes on at 10, we'll have to lower it even further.
Got it, Master. Any other adjustments needed?
That's about it. Just one more thing. Handling the power shortage at 4,500 RPM. I compensate for it with ignition timing. So I'm not too concerned, but it might be worth increasing the fuel slightly. Also, create a map with about 5% less fuel for the other one.
Why is that?
If the air filter gets dirty and you're riding a mountain road, there might not be enough air, and the gasoline will become richer. It's a precaution. Well, I probably won't use it, though.
Understood, Master. It's done.
Alright, let's go over it.
We'll increase the amount of gasoline by 10%.
Yes,
Next, we'll adjust the area between the two good maps by 5% each. And if there are two options, we'll choose the lower one.
yes,
As the final adjustment, we gradually reduce the fuel for throttle openings below. To prevent the engine warning light from coming on, gradually lower the throttle position from halfway down.
yes.
Finally, you have the option to add or reduce fuel to your liking. I've created two maps, so you have a 5% leaner fuel map for use in thin air at higher altitudes.
Yes. Well done.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. I'll see you in the next video.